Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Welcome to a new episode of Sports News Flash at 12 with your weekend host, Miguel Mike Medina. It is the news that I did not want it to hear, but it has come to reality. The Lane Kiffin era in Ole Miss has come to an end. He is going to sign to LSU. LSU will hire Kiffin, and if Kiffin agreed to the contract, it will pay him, a source said, around $12 million annually across 7 seasons, with the potential for bonuses, making him one of the highest paid coaches in the sport. Lane Kiffin, he is 50 years old. He has finished the regular season with the Rebels with an 11-1 record, and they just dismantled Mississippi State 38-39 decisively. This is tough, man. This is tough. I feel for the players to be put in this weird situation. It's a tough predicament. When you're in the middle of a postseason run, bowl season, I don't like that these kinds of distractions get in the way, because it can deflate the player's confidence to go out there and perform. It's 5:17 right now, East Coast time, and Lane Kiffin will hold a meeting with Ole Miss players at 10 a.m. today. That's gonna be quite a tense and emotional meeting with the players. Lane Kiffin, he met with Rebels Athletics Director Keith Carter and Chancellor Glenn Boyce for a couple of hours at the Chancellor's home in Oxford. And we've been hearing about this for like the last week or so, about Lane Kiffin possibly leaving. Although I didn't really believe what I was hearing, but the announcement has been made. They could have had a chance to play for an SEC championship game, but Alabama, they beat their rival Auburn last night, 27-20. So that eliminates the Rebels from competing in the SEC title. So it's gonna be Alabama versus Georgia for the SEC title. The Florida Gators and the LSU, they've been pursuing Lane Kiffin. Supposedly that Carter and Boyce, they were adamant that he wouldn't be allowed to coach the Rebels in the college football playoffs if Kiffin took a job with an SEC rival. Kiffin had lobbied the Ole Miss administrators to change their minds, but Carter and Boyce dug in their heels on that issue. Aside from that, Ole Miss doesn't want Kiffin around its players with the transfer portal opening on January 2nd. The Rebels also don't want their college football playoff games to be a quote-unquote commercial for LSU's future under Kiffin. The Rebels will probably still be in the mix to host a first-round college football college football game on December 19th or 20th. Oh man, this is a bitter breakup. I that's what I feel. I feel it's a bitter breakup. Now off to soccer. Inter Miami CF clinched a spot in the MLS Cup for the first time in club history on Saturday night with a commanding 5-1 victory against New York City FC at Chase Stadium in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Miami's co-owner Jorge Mas had this to say: "This trophy is for you, Miami, our fans, La Familia. The club made an amazing effort and it was a great result. But more importantly, this is one down, one to go, one more. So Miami, they will host the MLS Cup because they finished higher in the overall regular season than the Vancouver Whitecaps. So yeah. Miami won this game. Credit to New York. They did manage to fight back. But Miami's goalkeeper made crucial stops. And Miami's bench did what they had to do. So they're moving on. And this is a great victory for Miami because Miami, they previously failed to advance past the first round in the playoffs in 2024, 2022, and 2020. And shout out to Carlos Alcaraz, he was in attendance for the game. In hockey, Austin Matthews, he scored for the first time in 3 games since returning from a lower body injury. And the Toronto Maple Leafs, they won 7-2 against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Matthews, who also had an assist for the second straight game, missed 5 games from November 13th through the 22nd. Sidney Crosby had a goal and assist in this game. Ekman Larsson's 9-game point streak is tied for the second longest by a Maple Leafs defenseman, with Cody Franson, Brian McCabe, and Ian Turnbull. As for Sidney Crosby, this was his 502 multi-point game. He is 3 away from tying Gordie Howe for the most in NHL history with a single franchise. And that concludes this episode of Sports News Flash at 12. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Enjoy football games. I know that on Thanksgiving we had 3 games. Packers defeated the Lions. The Cowboys defeated the Chiefs. And Joe Burrow made his return as the Bengals defeated the Ravens. So I hope you guys had a terrific Thanksgiving weekend and hopefully you guys finish strong. But always remember, we gotta be thankful every single day for every small, simple thing that we have in life because that's what matters. So be thankful every single day, not just one day. Have a great Sunday and may God bless each and every one of you. Have a good day. Take care.